today. From AT&T Stadium in Arlington, Texas, it's Week 2 of the NFL on EA Sports. It's the Dallas Cowboys taking on the New York Giants.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Lone Star State and the very mammoth AT&T Stadium in Arlington, Texas. Today, after a crazy opening weekend, it's on to Week 2, and we've got a good one here between the New York Giants and the Dallas Cowboys. And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. First look at the Cowboys offense as Dak Prescott gets ready to guide them.
And he was terrific in the opener, threw 3 touchdown passes, and make no mistake about it, he was eager to get right back out and do it again. So I think we'll see him try to test the secondary quite a bit as this game goes on.
Prescott looks to throw on first. Escaping the pressure right. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
Partner, as a quarterback, sometimes you just got to know when the clock has gone off in your head, it's time to go. Tuck it and get all you can.
Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And he'll take this up over the 40 to about the 41. The numbers for Zeke from last week: 20 carries, 115 yards.
They've got a nice scheme going right now, and they run the football pretty well. In fact, I was talking with him on the field before the game, and he said he's starting to hear from the guys ahead of him on the rushing yardage total, and they want to know if he's going to jump up there and join them at the top of the list.
And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
Now we'll look at Smith. Not sure exactly what happened, but he's still down. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. Prescott now from the 50. Over the middle, hauled in by Lamb. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 33.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
A first down carry by Elliott. And not much running room. Down to the 32. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Elliott running right. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. Back-to-back stops make it 3rd and 10.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Here comes the 7th play now of this drive as this is 3rd and 10. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there. O'Shane Ximines in there to get him for a loss of 9 yards, and that also leads to 4th down.
That's a pretty darn good start to his season, huh? A sack in the opener, adds a second one here. That tells you about his offseason. He came in determined to have a big year, and it's paying off.
So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. This will be spotted just shy of midfield. A 59-yard attempt. And this one is no good. He missed it. And this will remain a scoreless game.
Partner, doesn't seem like it, but that's a tough spot for a kicker. First drive of the game, and they're calling on him. He should be warmed up. He should be into the game, but sometimes it's almost like, oh, what now already? Can't they put it in the end zone? What's going on here?
Yeah, he's probably saying, if you can't get it in the end zone, can you give me a 30, 40-yarder? A long one, and he can't connect. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. Well, this defense for the Cowboys, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
I have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw on tape because they stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire game, ended up getting 4 sacks total, and made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield. Also made it hard for him to escape the pocket and run.
And on third down, the Cowboys bring in an extra defensive back. Looking to throw. Cody. The throw for Tony is intercepted. Picked up by Leighton Vander Esch. And he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line. So a first interception thrown for him there, and that really not the best decision either.
Not at all, and that's something he did not do in their victory last week. No interceptions in that game, but this defense, they're able to take advantage of an early mistake. Now let's see if they're going to turn it into points.
Following the interception, here's Prescott. And this is going to be incomplete.
That was nice work there defensively to force incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Prescott. And he comes back with one complete. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the first down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moot.
Yeah, they're right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up. That's Gallup on the slant. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. So a pretty early first quarter roughing the passer penalty.
Seems like the officials are going to let everyone know they're taking charge of this game. They're always going to protect the quarterback.
To the air again, Prescott. And he finds his target. It's Schultz. That's good for a gain of 6, 2nd and goal.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he could break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Elliott. And he will take it in for a Cowboy score. Ezekiel Elliott, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Cowboys have taken the early lead. A solid blocking up front from the guys on the offensive line allowed him to get in for the touchdown.
Yeah, some might say that the guys on the offensive line were in concert. I used to have a coach who called it marrying up. Meaning, when you get on a guy, you just stay right there. Each guy has his own assignment. That allowed the runner to make the big move towards the end zone.
And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25. Here comes the field general leading his offense back out there for the next possession. And he'll look to rebound from the early interception that led to 6 points the other way.
And when he threw the interception and he had to come to the sideline, I guarantee his first thought wasn't about the interception itself, but what could result. And I know he was thinking to himself, come on, defense, bail me out. Well, they weren't able to in this situation. Now he's got to go out and atone for it himself, but he can't force things.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Williams. He had a great move, but he'll still be stopped shy of midfield. The numbers for Williams a week ago, 18 carries, 55 yards.
And I know that last week's game is over, but this feels almost like a continuation of what he did in the previous game. It's almost as if in his mind, he knitted together the 2 weeks with no break. He's off to a nice start here.
And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 46. From the gun, it's a run for Williams. Takes this to the 45. Not much space after that broken tackle. DeMarcus Lawrence in on the tackle. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Now a handoff. Here's Williams. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. You need your wide receivers as blockers. Sometimes they get a hold.
The big runs are often a result of what they do on the perimeter. In this case, got caught holding, and this one will come back.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. They'll set up the screen. This is Williams. It'll be a gain of 5, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
The key to any screen play is all in the deception, and that means everyone on the offensive side of the ball. But someone gave it up because that one wasn't very well concealed. And the defense able to rally to him and hold him for just a short gain.
And he's going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 24-yard line. So he turned to a trusted, familiar face in that 3rd down situation. It paid off.
Yeah, you go to your veteran receiver in that spot, so you can't underestimate him when he's on the field defensively. Make sure you know where he is because he understands how to get open in key situations.
On 1st down, Cody. Here's Tony on the quick slant. And down inside the 15 he goes.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
Now a 1st down carry. It's Williams. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Williams. And he's going to work this one down to about the 5. That was the 9th play of the drive, and they pick up 9 yards with it.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. Giant football, and we're ready to begin the 2nd quarter. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. They hand off to their big tight end, and he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Hunter Bryant, fine work there on the touchdown run. And the Giants are an extra point away from tying up this football game.
An excellent, long, sustained offensive drive. And now they can look across the field and see a defense that looks a little bit beaten down. Right now, as an offensive coordinator, you're thinking to yourself, can I dial up the knockout punch?
Boswell good with the extra point, and we are tied here in the second quarter. So that one a long 11-play drive, and it was finished off by a touchdown by the New York Giants. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And Hill will opt for the touchback. Here's the Dallas offense now heading back out onto the field.
Now, early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice. But at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood. They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here. And if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Here's Prescott.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down. And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You get better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
They play fake to Elliott. Now Prescott. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's second down.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
On 2nd and 10, Prescott, he won't find a ton of space following the display of power as he's down just inside the 45. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves him with 3rd and 9 looming. Prescott from the gun. Got his man there complete to Gallup. And a good job on the tackle there as they get him down shy of the first on the 35-yard strike. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down.
That pattern and scheme was well defensed on 3rd down. He tried to just sprint from one side of the field to the other, and they got it to him quickly. But no chance at yards after the catch there, and they stopped him short.
And he's going to get to the 31, enough for the first down. Good spot on the field to go for it. Kind of no man's land, as they call it, and it worked out.
Yeah, they call it no man's land because your punter's telling you it's too short. I'm just going to punt it into the end zone. Your field goal kicker might give you a little raised eyebrow. Might be too far for the field goal, so it gives you a great chance to go for it. Personally, if you have those tendencies to be aggressive as a head coach, you kind of like this spot because it gives you the decision to go ahead and go for it when you want to anyway.
A tough run by Ezekiel Elliott, the 4th overall pick in the 2016 draft.
If you watch tape of him in college, you saw plenty of those runs because I know the highlights showed him in the open field breaking away from people, but that's how he wore down defenses, those exact type of runs.
3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. The give is to Elliott, and he's heating up at the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten a yard down to the 16. The Cowboys on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. To throw is Prescott. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And who's got it? The Giants. A bad 3rd down mistake there.
Points were already on the board in their mind. And that's the worst part about it, right? Because it's just like in golf. Never count it in the cup until it rolls in there. Otherwise, you can really get messed up with your scores. In this case, you know they thought, hey, at least 3, maybe even a chance to get 6. It's a little bit demoralizing going off the field now that you've turned it over and you come up empty.
Yeah, if he holds on to that, at least the field goal on 4th down. Now they lose it. Following the fumble recovery, Cody. And this a leaping effort, but it's knocked away and incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent, and that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
On 2nd down, Williams. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
And that's exactly what you're looking for at the inside linebacker spot. Versatility. He can drop into coverage, or as he did on that last play, use his speed to get to the perimeter and knock the ball carrier for a loss.
Only able to get back a yard for his efforts, and that leads us to 4th down.
And, partner, I would guess that in his headset he was hearing from his coach, it's 3rd down, don't take a sack. And in this case, he's able to avoid the pressure and get out of there. He doesn't get the 1st down, but he does turn a possible loss into positive yardage.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. Fair catch signaled for and taken just shy of the 30-yard line. A 41-yard punt there with no return. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And they'll be looking to atone for last time's mistake of fumbling inside the red zone. Certainly they don't want to do that again.
And so much emphasis placed on red zone offense. I mean, you have periods devoted in practice just for that because everyone knows how vital it is to put points on the board when you've entered that part of the field. And to come away with nothing, that's difficult for a team to handle.
And difficult, and now we'll see if they can make it less difficult on themselves on this drive. Off play action to Elliott. Here's Prescott. Able to hit his target Lamb. Fighting through it. He's got space. And he's able to get this down deep on the Giants side of the field. A big play there on the catch and run. The thing that hurt on that play, the missed tackle, that allowed the extra yardage.
It's a matchup game in the NFL. You get the guy that you want isolated, have him miss a tackle, and off you go.
And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. 52 yards on the ground for him so far. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Here's Prescott. The quick slant caught. And the Cowboys are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
That ball is caught. It's Gallup. Touchdown, Cowboys. A 1-yard touchdown pass. And the Cowboys have taken the lead. And all about timing there on that short slant, Charles.
Exactly right. That was timed up so well. The route, the throw, touchdown.
Slide for the PAT.
And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And it culminates in a Dallas touchdown.
Joey slide out, a kickoff after the touchdown. Fielded just outside the goal line. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
Here he is, the man taking the snaps under center, heading out for the next possession. He's got to dig deep here, doesn't he? Team's losing. He's not playing well either.
And they always tell you don't press. You'll make things a little bit worse. But in this particular situation, you try and heighten your play a little bit. So far, he's thrown one interception. He wants to balance that off with at least one touchdown pass in order to get his team back moving forward.
Williams going to get it again on second down. Only a yard on the pickup, so from a good situation on 2nd and 2, it's now 3rd and 1. Now a 10th carry. Here's Williams. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. We've hit the 2-minute mark in the second quarter, 14-7. A reminder coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in this second week of the regular season. Buying time to his left. It's Williams on the catch. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down.
A great job there, and that old cliche, taking what the defense gives you, comes right into play. Nothing too out of the ordinary about the throw. Just a little dump off over the middle. But what is out of the ordinary is what he did with it after the catch. Not only did he grab the ball, but how about the significant yardage he picked up after he pulled it in.
And he'll let this go deep for Bourne. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. A big play that time through the air. 36 yards. Now, we know this offense has the potential to strike quickly, and they just bit off 2 huge plays on back-to-back snaps.
So on the other side of the ball, you've got to go Band of Brothers thought process. No one left behind. No pointing fingers, no accusations. Because if you don't, those quick strikes we just saw, they become long-lasting.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
That's an excellent play by the defender. He diagnosed that one, closed quickly, and helped force the incompletion.
They'll look to throw again. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down. 2 incompletions haven't moved him any closer. And likely throwing again, you'd have to think on 3rd and goal here. Again, he'll drop to throw.
This ball nearly intercepted. A once-in-a-season chance for the big fella, but he couldn't corral it. 4th down, straight ahead.
So the Giants now are going to turn it over to their field goal unit. From the right hash, and this one just a chippy. And Boswell's kick is good. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10.
So the margin shrinks there as they get the field goal to draw them a bit closer here in this second quarter.
Yeah, nice snap, nice hole. They just want to keep this game close, so give them credit for finishing that one off with 3.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
Hill going to sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25.
Dak and the Cowboys ready for their next possession. He's played a pretty clean first half, a touchdown, no interceptions.
Frankly, that's what they expect out of it. They want to see the ball thrown and thrown well, and he's able to do that and put it in the end zone. They'd love to see more of that before this game finishes, but right now, he's got his team in a good spot.
A good spot, maybe looking for touchdown pass number 2 here in the second quarter.
Prescott's throw complete into the hands of Schultz here.
They'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. A gain of 6 there on first. Final play of the half, Prescott, and that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. So we have come to halftime here in Dallas with the Cowboys out in front. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report.
Okay, Brandon, we'll get you back to you and Charles in a bit, but first it's time for a trip around the NFL following an eventful opening weekend. Let's see what's happening in Week 2. We'll get started up at Lincoln Financial Field in Philly. And as they come towards halftime, it's the Eagles who have the lead in that one. 2 touchdown passes there for Lamar Jackson. From there, we head over to the Windy City. Check on the Bears at home, Soldier Field. And they've got the lead in that one over the visiting Atlanta Falcons. Justin Fields has thrown a touchdown pass. Lastly, let's head up to the Twin Cities to check in on the Vikings at home in Minneapolis. And they were winners in their ball game as they beat the visiting Washington football team. Dalvin Cook, a touchdown run in the victory. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been a back-and-forth first half. Who can put it together in the second half? For the answer, we turn it back over to our broadcast team of Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. The Giants set to get the football, and they trail here as we get back underway in the second half. And no run back here as the third quarter will commence with a touchback. The Giants about set to go to begin this third quarter. And they do trail, but they have a chance to possess the football first to try and do something about it.
And that certainly makes it something of an important drive for them, because is it going to win the game? No. But you have to do something to bring some life to your sideline.
And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Williams going to get it again on 2nd down. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
From the gun on 3rd down, Cody. And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. They dial up the corner blitz that time, and it delivers to the tune of a 9-yard loss. Chalk that up as their first sack in this game, and they tallied 4 a week ago.
And probably not as much exultation in that sack as what took us so long. Because when you get 4 the previous week, you're counting on continuing that momentum. They didn't get that done in the first half of the game. Let's see now if they start to bring even more exotic pressure towards the quarterback.
So here are the Cowboys to take over. They're in the driver's seat right now, and they were winners last week over the Seattle Seahawks, so trying to keep that momentum moving in the positive direction. So Prescott of the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. They start on the ground with Elliott. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
On 2nd and 11 now, Prescott. He's got his man. It's Gallup. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone? some disagreement down on that sideline. The red flag is out, and we're going to get a challenge. Did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question they've got to decide. And I got to say, watching it in real time, it was awfully close.
Yeah, it certainly looked like a heck of a catch because he didn't appear to bobble it, which could complicate things. But even with the benefit of replay, that's pretty tight.
Here's the call.
After reviewing the play,
so the decision to challenge does not pan out, and that's also going to cost him a timeout. A first down throw for Prescott. Throw left side complete. That's Schultz. That catch good for only a couple. Throwing again on second down. Prescott. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20.
Well, this had trouble written all over it from the start. He's got 2 extra defensive backs in the game he's got to deal with. They're in a dime set. So everywhere he's looking, he's seeing a different color jersey. And sure enough, this one winds up being intercepted.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. They'll try to get this running game going with Williams. He will push his way down to about the 14. A gain of 3, 2nd down. Again, it's Williams. And a pretty little juke move there on a nice gain. 57 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
They'll try and run for it. Here's Williams. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the first down as he's tackled at the 2. And the offense moving quickly to the line. Williams. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1. 2nd and goal from the 1. Play clock down to 5, and they're going to burn a timeout. And that's going to leave them with just 1 timeout remaining still in the 3rd quarter. We'll see if that comes back to haunt them. We'll be back. On 2nd and goal, standing alone in the backfield is Williams. They'll run it with Williams. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down. They'll try to run this one in. And he is in. Touchdown, New York. A great play there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Giants are going to jump back in front. And that moment we just saw, always so special for any rookie, the first touchdown of his career.
And there's nothing like anticipation, is there? You know he's been dreaming about it, thinking about it. It's been a part of every bit of his being. And finally, it gets done. He's got to feel great right now.
Extra point put through by Boswell. And it's now 17-14. Now following the touchdown, Hoff-Richter to kick off. Hill is going to take it out of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
Now Dak Prescott and the offense heading back onto the field. He'll be kind of looking to erase the first part of this third quarter from his memory partner.
I think he, above all, was upset that they actually got to halftime. Because you saw him in the first half. He was really sharp.
And they had
good,
the lead.
Had the lead. Everything was going well. And you know you keep telling yourself, just stay up, stay motivated. But sometimes at halftime can kill your mojo.
Yeah, now he's had an interception, a fumble. We'll see what he does here. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. They go to Elliott again. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line.
That type of run right there, that just fires me up when I watch it, because that's maybe the most underrated aspect of his game. The ability to break tackles and know where the first down chains.
Oh, Prescott stripped. But I believe a Cowboy was there to get it. He was, and Dallas will maintain possession.
Fortunate to get that football back, because trailing here in the second half, last thing they needed was to lose the possession.
And the word I think of here is opportunity, because it could have been lost there, their chance to score points. But the opportunity for the defense was to go ahead and really close this game down if they were able to get possession.
So they keep the football, but now face 2nd and long.
Out of the gun, here's Prescott.
That is caught by Lamb.
And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down. On 3rd down, it's Prescott. And it's intercepted. Picked off by Blake Martinez. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line.
Second straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to unnerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one, or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now a man who's been busy this afternoon, it's Williams. He finds some way to turn this into positive yardage as he struggles forward for a pickup of about 2.
Got it here at the 29 on 2nd and 8.
Off-play action.
Cody.
Got his man complete over the middle. It's Shepard. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. They'll hand it off now. Williams. And he will have the first before he's brought down right on the chalk of the 20.
So it's pretty simple, partner. You pick up a turnover, set you up in excellent field position. The last thing you want to do is go 3 and out in this spot.
Yeah, they would have had to settle for a field goal attempt, but now they keep those touchdown hopes alive. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. To throw. Cody. And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30.
Big DeMarcus Lawrence getting in there and bringing him to the ground.
Here's what having mobility sometimes can work against you as a quarterback. He thinks he can retreat and outrun the pressure. But that time, they zeroed in on him and took him down for a big loss, partner.
A really big loss.
Throwing on 3rd and long.
Cody got a man. That's Colin Johnson.
It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
Boswell's kick is good. And they stretch the lead to 6. It's 20-14 now. So a good kick there, and they put the bow tie on it with 3 points.
And let's face it, everybody wants a touchdown. We know that. But in the NFL, defenses are awfully good. You're not going to score each and every time. Be able to knock the ball through the post and take the throw.
By the way, I said bow tie. I meant just bow.
Either
not
way.
the tie, but yeah.
Either way.
You got it.
I just went right past it.
Dak Prescott of the offense heading back onto the field.
He has to sort of pick himself up off the mat now, Charles. They were winning at halftime, now losing it. He's not playing well.
Sometimes you get into a position where you get a little bit too greedy. You feel great about how you're playing. Good first half. Hey, I can do even more in the second half. And then you make throws that you're not supposed to. As you said, he's got to start to turn things around.
See if he can erase those 2 third-quarter interceptions from his mind.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Prescott. Over the middle, complete. It's Schultz. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
The interception last drive. There he hits the reliable target. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. 3 quarters in the books. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Now Prescott. They'll set up the screen to Elliott. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. The first down screen pass, good for 5. To throw again on 2nd down. Prescott. Dancing to his left. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42.
Well, to me, this leads to the question, do you admire the way he puts his body out there all the time, or do you think he should protect himself a little bit more?
Well, he's been on the ground several times with all those sacks that he's taken. So, I don't know, I kind of admire him not sliding down there, don't you?
I'm with you on that one. The meter definitely leans towards admiration.
They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise. Because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Elliott a first down and more. And finally taken down at the 15. 94 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
They'll run on first down. Steele. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
A 20th carry here for Elliott. And he'll get 7 yards from the 17 to the 10 before he's taken down. The Cowboys on 3rd down. 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 4. Looking to throw. Prescott. That ball is caught. It's Gallup. Touchdown, Cowboys. Michael Gallup. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Cowboys will have the lead if they can hit the PAT. Now Joey Sly for the point after. And with that, his guys take the lead here by a point. A pretty long drive that time. 11 plays all told. And it's capped off with a Cowboys touchdown. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. Taken in at the 3.
And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the fourth quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
Well, so much for getting separation. No chance there. Locked down tight, forcing the incompletion on that attempt.
And second and 10, he'll look to throw again. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. He turned that into a nice gain, gets him 8 yards closer for third down. On the ground, this is Williams. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
They stick to the ground game on first down. It's Williams. And he's got this one across midfield into Cowboy territory. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short. Now Williams. And he'll be pulled down, and now a late flag will come with it. And that's in the area of a face mask, I think.
Face mask. Defense.
Well, when you're leading in the fourth quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
Following the penalty, it's Williams. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. Second and 6.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown, so a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
And he's got this pretty close to a first down at the Cowboys' 18-yard line. That hold coming from the middle of the line, the center.
And it's difficult for him because sometimes you've got people right over you, and as soon as you snap it, trying to get your hands up and block them, you can be a little bit late getting it done.
On second down now, it's Williams. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line.
103 yards rushing for him now to this point.
On third down, here's Williams. And he'll have the first down, getting this one to the 14-yard line. Now, after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break.
They show run with 3 tight ends here on first down.
Now a handoff. Here's Williams. And he takes us down to about the 12 for a gain of 3.
That play reminded me a lot of a former teammate of mine. We used to call him the trash man. His ability to sift through traffic and make plays was uncanny.
And that's exactly what you want from your Mike linebacker.
Coming up on second and 7. Hands it off out of the gun.
And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a third down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
On third down, Cody, he'll buy some time right. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. Well, there you go. Save your best scramble of the day for a big-time situation in the fourth quarter, picking up the first.
You don't want to use it up early, right? You want to make sure you save it for that exact moment, that key time. And that's what he did, although you and I both know it wasn't planned that way. But what a nice job using his eyes, scanning the field, and realizing when it was time to exit the pocket and go.
2nd and 2. And he's going to go down just outside of the 5, right around the 6-yard line. Trey Flowers coming in hard that time on the blitz, and he gets him down. It's a loss of 4.
When you're this close to the goal line, you got to expect pressure from the defense, so the ball's got to come out fast. Got to get out of his hands quicker.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Malik Hooker. And the Cowboys are going to have it here just past the 25. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Now after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. Elliott going to get it again on 2nd down. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. And carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 14. And now, did we see that right? They accepted the pass interference penalty, gave possession back to the offense. Boy, someone's got to have their wires crossed. That just doesn't make any sense. Now a throw here, hauled in. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 13. Fourth quarter, 2 minutes on the clock in a tight 1-point game. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. They find some open field here. Whistles now in a timeout. So defensively they burn it here with 1:51 left. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. And they take a knee. Second and 11. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. That'll wind up as a loss on the play, so now they're staring at a 3rd down and 12.
Yes, indeed. That play there, that reminds me of some of the guys that I played with that have that suddenness, able to get into the backfield almost about the time the ball snapped and make a play. How about that tackle for a loss?
Absolutely. He did a lot of that last week when he was named the NFC Defensive Player of the Week. One of the guys on the team was saying, hey, yeah, we called him the disruptor. And that's carrying forward again.
Makes sense, doesn't it? Well, Brandon, they're getting to 2-0, and this time they're able to take a knee at the end and secure the victory.
Preseason, coach said their goal, they obviously want to win everything. He said, I think we can get off to a 3-0 start. Well, here they are looking at 2-0 right now. Well, Charles, a pretty exhilarating finish to the end of this ball game. At the end, the Hail Mary prayers, though, they went unanswered. Could have won it, but couldn't get it done.
Almost felt schoolyard or playground, didn't it? Yeah, you remember when you called that play? Everybody just go long and try and find someone open. They gave it a shot, but unable to successfully complete it.
So for the Cowboys, it's a win here in their home opener as they move to 2-0.
And they'll get to stay home again next week as Washington comes to town.
Meanwhile, for the Giants, they'll fall to 1-1. And they'll be back home next week for a date with the New York Jets. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.
You have grades for each position. Browse available players to improve your team.